your resolutions don't have to fail. So if we haven't met before, or if you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle and I am an online business manager, and I kindly kick digital CEOs out of the back office so they can focus on more sales, more revenue, and my very favorite, more impact. So today I want to just touch on your resolutions and that they don't have to fail, because this is something with the new year that's a hot topic, and it is every new year. But one of the things that I heard earlier this week was that it takes just 7 days for people to give up on their resolutions. I'm sure that's just an average. Other people go longer, but really 7 days to give up on your resolutions. And why is that? I mean, why is it that somebody can actually have a resolution and follow through with it and make it a habit and a life change, and others don't? Like, they just give up and stop. So one of the things that I reflect on why this would possibly be is, are we actually just setting a new standard for ourselves? So instead of calling it a resolution or a goal, what if we just set a new standard for ourselves? This is the person I'm becoming, or I am this person. I am this person that's tidy. I am this person that eats their vegetables. I am this person that gets up in the morning. I am this person that goes to bed early. So whatever it is that you want to set for your resolution, is it more of being a resolution or the person that you're becoming? And putting in place guidelines, because one of the things, I mean, it gets really difficult when it's late in the day and you've tapped out of all of your decision-making ability. So what if you set guidelines for yourself? One of the things that I've done for, I don't know, like the last 6 years, I'm not even, how many years, I'm not even sure. It's probably been 7. Okay, anyways, I digress. Is I start off the year with a Whole30, and the reason that me personally, I'm successful with it is because it has guidelines in place that I have to follow, and it takes away my just having to make a decision. I mean, it's specific, it's black and white. Can you eat legumes? No, you cannot. Can you eat sugar? No, you cannot. So it has specific guidelines in there, so I don't have to make the decision. The decision has already been made for me. So what if when we set our resolution or our new standard, we also set some guidelines for ourselves, so when it's late in the day or you're tired of making decisions and you're fatigued, it's easy to look at your list of guidelines that you've already set up for yourself and to actually follow through then on what it is that you've committed to. Another thing, like when I'm really struggling with something, I ask myself this simple question: is this something my future self will thank me for or not? And if it's something that she would say, yes, great job, Michelle, on that decision, then I do it. If she goes, that was not helping you, then I know that's not something I should do. I also try to think through my decisions instead of randomly putting anything, for me, it's food, like randomly putting something in my mouth. Will my future self thank me for eating 25 cookies in a day? No, probably not. She's probably not gonna be very happy, because then she has to do all that work to get back to where she was. So it's those things that I like to ask myself. Another thing is we try and do so much at one time, and that's not gonna work. We need to make small shifts to get the big results. So if you've ever read the book Atomic Habits, he talks about in there how you need to make like a 1% change every day in order to follow through on things, or to do habit stacking. So stack one thing on top of another in your process of things that you do. So if your morning routine is maybe to brush your teeth, maybe you just stack something on that, like when you brush your teeth, you say your morning gratitudes, or your daily affirmations while you're brushing your teeth, because you're already brushing your teeth, so you're just stacking another habit on that one. So it helps to shift that, and maybe it's just one thing you do. Like, it doesn't have to be all of these things. Like, you're just gonna decide that you're gonna go vegetarian. Well, maybe you need to start with small steps and just eat more vegetables in one day. That's a small step. And those get your big results, because as you make those small steps and begin to build on them, you get bigger results and you become stronger, and the habit starts to form for you. And that's really necessary to eliminate that decision making and for it just to become second nature for you. So my next thing is, do you really need a new year to set a resolution or a new commitment or a new standard for yourself? I mean, is it really necessary? No, you can do it minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour, however you want to do. It doesn't need to be a whole year. You can just make that decision right now. Right now, I'm going to do this one small thing to be a better person. I mean, we need to look at it and do it for ourselves. We cannot do it for anybody else. You may think that you're doing it for somebody else, and if that makes you feel better, but you truly have to have that inner knowing and that inner sensation that you're doing it for you, that you want to do this to be blank. So what's your why? What is the reason why you want to actually achieve these resolutions? If you just write it down that I want to do this, but aren't backing it up with why you want to do it, what are the small steps that you need to do in order to do it? Is it something that you will be so happy that you've done for yourself in the future? And if we look at just becoming that person or already telling ourselves we're that person, these are the things that we can do to make sure that our resolutions are not going to fail. And of course, if you liked this video and would like to see more about this, see more topics on this, let me know down in the comments below. I love a thumbs up, and I would be so grateful if you subscribed and get content. It's on the weekly. That's my goal. I've set it for myself, or it's my new standard, I should say. Weekly videos on YouTube.